Hi everyone, this is Simon from Diamond ProTech. We're at Clean and Shiny today installing some of Diamond ProTech's coatings, and we're going to start off with the glass. So as always, before putting on our coatings, we're going to put on our gloves, and the first thing we're going to want to do with this windscreen is decontaminate it. And today we're going to have two options: our normal clay bar, or we can use a type of clay disc. This is what we're going to use today, and just simply by adding water and a mechanical decontamination like this, we're going to really ensure that the windscreen is really clean and really decontaminated and get rid of all these nasty contaminants that are sticking to it. And the reason we do this is that we are preparing the surface to be absolutely as clean and as contaminant free as possible. So when we put down that coating, it's going to perform as it should, but also we're going to get the longevity that we're looking for. And in the case of Diamond ProTech glass coating, Diamond Glass, it's 12 months. I can already notice that my clay disc is moving a lot smoother than it was in the beginning, that it's not making nearly as much noise as it was. Your preparation is key. The longer you spend preparing your surface, the better your results. And our next step is going to be to use glass prep. Now the Diamond Glass Prep is a bit special because it does have nanodiamonds in the formulation. Glass is a porous substance. It's not 100% flat. Under a microscope you'll see it's got lots of valleys and troughs and holes and stuff like that. And what happens is that the nanodiamond powder gets into these holes and actually cleans them out. Hence why it's a really good prep product. I'm going to put a couple of sprays on here and we're just going to wipe. You'll notice the prep product, as we wipe it down, it gives us a little bit of work time, but then very quickly it flashes off, leaving a nice dry, clean surface. Please pay good attention to the corners. They tend to be the dirtiest, and this will work as a final cleaner, ready for the coating. As with all our coatings, we say really spend a good 10-15 seconds just shaking it, really mix everything up. No ingredients that are sitting at the bottom and some sitting at the top. So really give it a good shake. And then once we open it, we're going to take our microfiber applicator. For the first time, we're going to really try and saturate the applicator with probably 15-20 odd drops. And then once we come back and put coating on our applicator, we won't need as many. And then it's simply a case of going up and down. So immediately you'll notice on application that it'll start to haze, and then it'll start to separate. So you'll see little lines, and then after that you'll see little tiny micro droplets, almost as if the coating is sweating. So as I said, first time we have to really sort of prime the applicator, but afterwards we don't need nearly as much. I'm just going to go over again, as with the prep, pay attention to your corners underneath your wipers. Now everyone always asks, how long do I leave it? That depends. Our guideline is going to say 15 minutes on the box, and obviously every situation is different. And what we mean by that is that the temperature, the humidity, all makes a difference. We're really going to have to be guided by what the coating is doing. As soon as we put it on, it starts to separate in terms of, you see the lines, then you'll start getting the micro beading. Those are all indications that bonding is starting to occur. So it's just a case of watching what will happen. We recommend 2 layers of the coating, as opposed to on the side windows we would only use 1. The reason for this is that, as we said before, the glass is a very porous substance. So the first coat is really sort of going into all those valleys that we spoke about earlier. The second coating that we put on, that's going to level everything out. It's now been about 9-10 minutes, so the perfect time for us to take this off given our conditions today. So I'm literally just going to, and it's going to be fairly easy. I'm not really applying any force. I'm just sort of making sure that any bits where we had probably more coating than others, again, you know by now, pay attention to your corners. And I can already feel that the glass surface is a lot smoother, a lot slicker than it was. Now, we are in England, it is October, so the weather is less than predictable. But the good thing is that now we've applied this car can go out the door. Even if it's raining, which it's not currently, but even if it is, you wouldn't have any problems in sending this out the door. What we would say is that the hydrophobics will continue to improve up until full curing of the coating. So that'll be in a couple of days, given that it's not very sunny, not very hot. So it's going to take a little bit longer than it normally would. So yeah, that's how easy it is to apply diamond glass to your windscreen. We're back at Clean and Shiny today, 24 hours after we installed diamond glass on this windscreen. A few hours after installation, we took it out into the English weather, and on motorway speeds, we see that the water dispersion was phenomenal. At lower speeds, in conjunction with the windscreen wipers, it helped to create a really safe driving environment.